On with it. Scrum down, Irish put in right in the middle of the pitch on the 10-metre line. So they split with Mapasua and Tagicakibau, the two Samoans going on the narrower side. It's a good scrum from Leicester.
We've turned it over.
But Phil Murphy with a drive, and Murphy up towards the 22. Good drive from Phil Murphy. And now his numbers on this left-hand side. Garrity flips the ball inside for Danaher. Danaher looks up and just for a second at the line at his mercy. Onto Armitage. Armitage throws it. Tagicakibau. Tagicakibau for the corner.
Yes.
Over he goes. The referee has given the try. I think, yes, the arm has come up. Tagicakibau with a try in the corner. And London Irish are back in this game. 24 minutes on the clock. Leicester 7, Irish 5.
No, it was, it was fine a clearance as you want in terms of getting rid of the ball, but perhaps not quite as constructive as it could have been from a Leicester point of view.
Well, Garrity will now go long. And it again holds up in the wind, only gets as far as the 10-metre line. Again, Leicester allow the ball to bounce. It's Jordan Crane, the number 8, who runs into Garrity, and Garrity spectacularly bounces back. The crowd enjoyed that. Not sure Shane Garrity did too much. His blonde hair lit up by the floodlights like a big dandelion out there this afternoon as Humphreys comes round the narrow side, frees the ball up. Garrity is fine, a little winded perhaps, but he's okay, on his feet once more. He is looking a little bit winded. Vesti now outside his 22, kicks long down the middle of the pitch. Not a great kick from Vesti. Armitage inside his 22, looks around and decides to run the ball back. Has support outside him, throws a long pass to Mapasua, who has to really leap to gather that one. Goes into the first tackle and drives up towards halfway. Well, good run from Mapasua and good adventure from Delon Armitage. Garrity acting as scrum half, gets the ball out, goes left, and Hodgson takes a tough pass at fly half onto the effervescent, shall we say, Stefan Armitage up towards halfway. Hodgson left to Garrity. Garrity spots space towards that right-hand side. He goes. Leicester left-hand touchline. Ojo up on it very, very quickly. That's a wonderful kick from Shane Garrity. All Johnny Murphy could do was pick the ball up just short of the touchline and trot into touch with Ojo hurtling down on him. Absolutely. And it's a penalty to London Irish. So I have to confess, Paddy, I missed what's that. But into this win, it's not easy. Armitage entrusted with the kicking duties for the second time, possibly, of his career, Paddy, at London Irish. I know he had it last week against Worcester. I don't remember a time before when he went into the game as the first choice kicker.
No, that was the first time he would have, the first time in a long time that I can remember that he was first choice kicker, and I thought he did fairly well last week in very difficult conditions.
He did. Now, a chance to give Irish the lead, though. 10 in from the right-hand touchline, right on 22. Obedient silence once more, strikes it right-footed. Has he made this one? He has, I think. Straight through the post it goes, and London Irish have the lead at Welford Road. That is not something which you earn lightly, and it's something which you defend with your lives. London Irish 8, Leicester 7. Touch and engage. In goes the ball from Hodgson. Better scrum this time. Murphy tries to get the ball out under pressure from the scrum half. Eventually he does. Garrity just checks himself and then chips to this left-hand corner, but it's going to be too deep. It's a penalty anyway, in front of the post to London Irish. Garrity knew that, so they were playing advantage. It's the scrum half, Lasuk, who just came round offside, miles offside.
So that's why I was surprised that Mr. Spreadbury let the advantage run as long as he did, because Lasuk was blatantly offside.
I said this, anything from this last play would be a bonus. Well, they might come away with 3. I wouldn't count on it. It is in front of the post. But as I've been saying all afternoon so far, it is a pretty strong wind. The grey clouds above us are scootling along the top of the stand. But now Armitage is set. Stares up at those posts toward the temporary stand away to my left. And is now ready. Steps back into his side and now hits it right-footed. He's got the distance on it, just drops like a stone. Extraordinary. It goes over. That's the main thing. The ball crept over and then just dropped like a stone. The wind is strong out there. And Paddy, what a bonus on the stroke of half-time to go in, only trailing by 15 points to 11. Irish with the put-in at the scrum. Leotoa indeed has come on for Richard Scouse. 2 front rows go down. Hodgson feeds, and it's pressure on that front row. They've collapsed, and it's a penalty, this time to London Irish in front of the posts. And Paddy, this will probably, it has to be 3 points.
Well, Delon hasn't. I mean, this is a brainless decision. You just have to go and kick these ones.
Here it comes anyway. Chance for Delon Armitage in front of the posts. Takes his time, sets himself, and now we go through the routine as the ball falls over in the wind. And he just checks with Tony Spreadbury. Immediately, Clark Dermody comes over and has the unenviable task of holding the ball. And that's just an added distraction for the kicker. Certainly an added distraction for Clark Dermody. I used to be terrified doing that job that he was going to take my head instead of the ball. But anyway, here comes Delon Armitage. Just a short couple of paces up to the ball, strikes it right-footed, Well, he's got the power. Has he got the direction? He has indeed. Lovely kick. Delon Armitage is kicking with great confidence this afternoon. It's Leicester 20, London Irish 40.
Yes, I would have thought we'd need Juan to come on and make a little bit of an impact. Although having said that, Phil Murphy has been playing well.
Penalty to London Irish at the line-out. And another decision goes against Leicester, and Tony Spreadbury is not earning himself too many friends around Welford Road.
Because then when you're within one try, well, everything to play for.
Absolutely right. And indeed, within 3 points, if Delon Armitage can kick this goal, kicking towards the Alliance and Leicester stand to my right. It's the big stand behind the goal with the hospitality boxes high up as well. The lights on brightly in those boxes. Armitage with this important kick then to narrow the gap to just 3. Sets himself and strikes it, and again he's got the power on it, and he's got the direction too, and not an easy kick. It was relatively straight, a fair distance out, but he made it look very